let's talk about the Cincinnati Bengals here for a second. The team has put their magical Super Bowl run last year behind them. They're fully focused on training camp. There's a lot of buzz with this Bengals offense. Obviously, a lot of big name guys returning, looking to build on last season's magical run. But there's a new addition that's making some noise out of Cincinnati. And Mize, I know you have the story there. But before we get into that, Bengals fans, now's a great time to be a Bengals fan, as I'm sure a lot of you guys feel that way. So you've got to be going to a lot of games, a lot of great matchups this season. Let us know in the comment section below what games you're going to this season, whether it's at home in Cincinnati or somewhere on the road. Let us know in the comment section below. But Mize, what do you have for the Bengals?
Yeah, Nick, the Bengals are a team that if you think of them as a team, you think of this prolific wide receiver core, passing offense that they have, a lot of highlight plays. And when you think about guys like Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, you're like, this is a lot of great pass catchers. But there's another guy that has just been added to the team that I think will take these guys to the next level, and that is former Atlanta Falcon, former Baltimore Raven, Hayden Hurst, a matchup nightmare of a tight end who I think will fit in perfectly with this Bengals offense. Albert Breer mentioned in an article about Hurst saying that Hurst looks like he's going to bring the offense an element of athleticism, route running, and matchup nightmare that they have not seen before in Uzama or any other tight end, really, because Hurst is... I've watched him through his years as a South Carolina Gamecock. In Baltimore, obviously, I watched him and kept tabs on him when he was over in Atlanta. This is a guy who has glue for hands, is a great route runner, an excellent receiver, and he can block a little too. Like, this is the jack of all trades and the master of a couple of them as well. So I think adding a guy like Hurst to this Bengals offense may even give them the edge they need to go even further this year, and there's not really much further they could have gone from last year.
Yeah, so obviously the Hurst edition is a big one for the Bengals, but I think it's bigger than a lot of people realize. Let me dig into this a little deeper here. So I've talked about in a number of videos. I think the number one indicator of long-term offensive success is the first downs an offense generates over the course of a season. And you look at the Bengals last year and compare them against who I think the top three contenders in the AFC are. You're looking at the Baltimore Ravens, the Buffalo Bills, and the Kansas City Chiefs, in my opinion. You look at the delta in the first downs between what those three teams got and what the Bengals got last year. Now, as I'm sure a lot of Bengals fans are aware, a lot of the Bengals production came on big plays with some of those pass catchers like Jamar Chase, like you brought up. That was a big part of their offense. But as successful as it was last year, it's not sustainable. And look, Joe Burrow alluded to that earlier this offseason when he said we're going to have to work more on sustaining drives and not relying on these big plays because teams are going to be looking to stop that. And having a guy like Hayden Hurst, you talk about great hands, you talk about great route running, you talk about matchup nightmare. That is huge for keeping drives moving along, moving the chains, and building up those first downs, consistent offensive production. And look no further than the Bengals' top contenders. The Baltimore Ravens obviously have a great tight end in Mark Andrews. The Chiefs with Travis Kelce. Buffalo Bills have Dawson Knox. Having a very successful pass-catching tight end, creating those matchup problems is huge for any offense that's looking to consistently be good. And that's where the Bengals are right now. They had a magical run last year to the Super Bowl. Now is where they need to take that next step and be consistently good, game in and game out, year in and year out now. And I think Hurst is a wonderful acquisition to put them in that direction.
Yeah, Nick, and when I think back to Baltimore's offense with Hurst on that team, I think, big play guys, obviously Hollywood Brown was a big play guy. Obviously Mark Andrews, a big play guy. Another guy that wasn't the big play guy necessarily was Hayden Hurst. He was crucial on third downs. When you needed someone to get up in the middle, go over the middle for a pass for third down and maybe take that shot, and he's always going to hang on to the ball, that's a guy like Hayden Hurst. He has incredible hands, and at South Carolina, he hardly ever dropped the ball. He's a great, great player, and I think the Bengals fans are lucky to look at Hurst and see what he's going to bring to their team because they should be excited about this future. All right, Nick, it's time to get your internet privacy back today on every device you own in any country you want. Don't let anyone but you control your internet. NordVPN keeps you safe from prying eyes wherever you go online with their military-grade encryption. Is your favorite Netflix or streaming content blocked in the US? You can simply connect to one of the many countries available with NordVPN and get the access you need.
That's right, Maya. So right now, get our exclusive NordVPN deal here at nordvpn.com/SMI. It's risk-free now with NordVPN's 30-day money-back guarantee. Again, get that exclusive deal, nordvpn.com/SMI.